Hey, thanks for joining me to color. Today we are going to be working on this adorable Stampin' Bella image called Ellie Loves Phant Stuffies. Aren't they cute? This image also comes with the cute I Love You scripty sentiment. If you haven't picked this kit up yet, head over to the store and grab one before they're gone. Remember, they are limited. I will put a link down in the description box to the card kit and all the supplies I used. I would love for you to come shopping with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I will get back to you. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, do that so you'll get a message every time I upload a new video. So I've already stamped my image on Nina 80-pound Solar White cardstock with Memento Tuxedo black ink. So let's color. Okay, let's start out by outlining our image, and for that we're going to use B000, BG000, B000, and our colorless blender. And I'm going to start with my B000, and I'm just going to start over here on the side, and I'm just going to set my pen down and then flick it away from my little elephants. And I'm just going to work my way around. And if you do this first, if you get some on them and you want to erase it, you can do that. Makes it nice and easy to get off. All the way around to the other side. And when I put my pen down, I got my pen at an angle. So when I lay it down, there's quite a large space that it's covering up. And then when I flick it away from it, my hand automatically kind of comes up when I'm making a check mark, so it gets a little bit lighter out here on the edge. Now I'm going to grab BG000, and I want to brush right over the top of that. And I'm going past my B000. Let's bring this up here into our hearts. And I want to work our way to the other side. Like that. And then grab B000. Same thing, you're just going to pull out, and I start here at where the elephants are and pull past both of those colors. Here for my hearts, let's go up into here. And then I'm going to go back with my colorless blender, and I'm just going to go back and forth, making sure I go past all three colors up here into the white space. And I'm just scrubbing back and forth over all three colors, clear out into the white to soften some of those streaky lines that I have going on. And it's really wet out here, so you're going to want to let it dry, and then if you need to go over it a second time to kind of pull some of those streaks out, you could do that. Now, let's give them some grass to sit on. For that, we're going to use YG 17, 23, and 21. And I notice on the directions that I put the 21 before the 23, but because it's lighter, it should be YG 17, 23, and then 21. So I'm going to start with my YG 17, which is the darkest, and I want to go underneath of my cute little elephants here. So I'm just going to quickly go along the edge of them to make sure I don't color on them. This green's not going to be, it's kind of dark, so it's not going to be too forgiving if I get it all over them. And then I want to bring this color, turn my girls here, or my people this way a little bit, and I want to flick out under some of this grass. And give it a little bit more interest out here. Like that. And then I'm going to grab YG 23, and I want to go over both of those, or over that last color. And then I'm going to grab YG21. Then I'm going to go back with my YG17 and put some of this dark back in. And I also want to add a few grass streaks, so I'm going to take my pen and just go over some of these streaks that are already here. And then I'm going to grab my other, let's do the YG23 too. And then YG21, just add a little bit more. For the elephants, let's use W5, W3, W1, and W00. I'm going to start with my W5, and let's start over here on this one. So I'm going to take my W5, and I'm going to go right up where they're touching, around her trunk. That, and I'm going to do a little bit underneath of her chin, or her cheek. And in here, and I'm going to work my way back down to the other side. That. And let's do a little bit in between her toes, and then over here on her bottom and underneath of her ear. Then I'm going to grab W3, and I want to touch down on top of my W5 and just soften that edge by going out past just a little bit. And then W1, I'm going to fill in up here at the top. And then we're going to come down, go around her toes, on this side. And I'm going to fill in her bottom. And then I'm going to take my W00 and just go around and swirl those colors together. And I think I'll grab W1 again. Let's add a little bit more of this in there. Color over the entire thing, and then I'm going to use my W0 just to swirl it around here in the center, and that'll kind of push the color out towards the edge. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's start with our W5 again, and let's go on the bottom of her trunk and around where this one's touching, and then let's do her cheek and her ear right here. And let's see, let's do a little bit right here and down along her face. And then she's got some little lines right here, so I'm going to go over those like that. Next I'm going to go with W3. Let's bring this up, go over those lines. I'm going to bring this color around to this side. And I think I'll turn it a little bit here. I think I'll bring this color out away from this ear right here. And I better flick this way. If I can soften this edge over here. And I'm going to bring this color along the bottom of this ear. Okay, next I'm going to go with W1. And for this, we want this color to come around on her ear. this color up here. And then I'm going to take my W 00 and go over the entire thing. I'm going to go over the center of her ear too. And then I'm going to go, like I did with the bottom, I'm going to take my W1 and flick back over the center section here, because I got some lines in there, so we're going to try to do away with those. And then again with your W00 to squish everything together. Let's turn her like this. I'm going to do a little bit more with my W00 down here to soften the lines on her trunk. Okay, I like that. So now let's move over here to this one. So again, I'm going to start with W5. And I'm going to go right along where her ear is. This other one's ear is touching. Come down around her foot like that. And then up here, let's go on her body. We'll go around her foot. Get in between her toe there. Down this side. And bring this line around this foot. And up here, where her trunk is touching, let's do around that foot. And then bring it around to the side. Then we're going to grab W3. So let's soften that edge. Go around her toes. And if you color her toes in it, that's fine, because we're going to color those even darker. So that will not matter. And then W1. And then W00 to go over the entire thing. And I'm going to go back with my W1. And then again with my W00 to swirl the whole things together. And I kind of go in a circular motion down the centers and push the color back towards the darkest color. Alright, now let's go up here and do her face. So I'm going to start with W5, forgot what it was. And go down this side. Here's her trunk. That, and let's do a little dab right here in this little crease. And then right here where her ear is kind of dipped in right here. I'm going to bring this down here too in her ear. Let's bring this down like this. And then we're going to go with W3. Soften this edge. I think I'll go over that just a little bit more. And then W1. And then W00. And again, I'm just going to swirl over the center of her ear. And then I forgot to do these little lines right here, so I'm going to do that with W5, W3, and then I'm going to go back with my W1. I'm going to brush this color from the edge out past where we used it last time, over these little lines, and then W00 over the entire thing. Oh, I better do this little section of her ear right there, I forgot. And I'm going to do on her ear one more time. And then I'm going to grab my W5. Let's finish off her trunk over here. So I'm going to do a little bit right here, and then where it's kind of curling under. And then she's got these little lines right there. And then W3. W1. W00. And I'm liking how that blended, so I'm not going to add some more W1. I'm going to leave it like that. For her toes, or their toes, let's use W9, 7, and 5. I'm going to start with W9. I'm just going to do a line right across the bottom of each one of these little toes. Oops, don't forget this side, Heather. Over here. And then W7. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. Make a little dome there in the middle. And then I'm going to take W5 and go over the entire thing and fill it all the way in. I think I'll give her a little tail over here. I forgot to do that. Just a little brush of this, W5. For the inside of their ears, let's use R30, 11, and 00. I'm going to start with my R30. And let's start over here on this cutie. And I'm just going to brush that down here. And then for this one over here, I want to go underneath this line and then flick down a little bit here in the center. And then I'm going to grab R11, and I want to soften that, so I'm going to go over the edge of that last color. And then this side. And then R00 over the entire thing. Just squish it all together and soften it up. And then I think I'll go back a second time with my R30 just to add a little bit more dark in here. And then I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay, that leaves us with these cute little hearts up here. For that, we're going to use R59, 37, 35, and 32. I'm going to start with my R59, and I'm going to go right along the edge of this top one. And there's already a line there, so I'm just using that kind of as my guide. And then I'm going to go back with, whoops, let's see if we can get a little bit closer. And then I'm going to add some R37. And I'm also going to color right over the top of my R59 I already laid down. Kind of add a little bit of this bright red to that. And next we'll add R35. And then R32. So there is our adorable Ellie Loves Phant Stuffies all colored up. Didn't they turn out cute? And again, here is the finished card. So I've added some Smooch Glitz Frost to the little hearts up here, so they're kind of sparkly, like that. And then I put this doily underneath my image. The image is popped up, and then I glued this down with some liquid glue on here. But other than that, I didn't add any more sparkles or anything. Does it look cute? I think I'll give this to my husband for Valentine's Day. So I hope you had fun coloring with me today, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.